Like geddytrey on stuff, whooshy gives a proper reaction.
And now for something completely different.
Hey Stans, welcome back. Today we have Eminem, The Way I Am. I've gone for a dirty version. This one wasn't in the MMLP playlist. I had to go out and find this version because I know a lot of people wanted me to do the uncensored version of My Name Is. But apparently there's like 4 different versions. Hopefully this is an actual dirty, uncensored version. And hopefully I can get it out on YouTube at some point. But for now, Patreon gang. Can't thank you guys enough. Thank you very much for watching. And without further ado, let's go. Oh, just realised there's no subtitles. Shouldn't really be an issue though. If it is, I'll get the lyrics up. Is this a real video?
It would be better if you gave me nothing at all. This album is less than nothing. I can't sell this fucking record. You're rapping about homosexuals and Vicodin. I can't sell this shit. But either change the record or it's not coming out.
This song is for anyone.
That's the Paul, his manager, right? Is that his manager or his lawyer or something? The one who we've heard skits of in the albums. That's that Paul, right? Saying, "Oh, you're saying stuff about homosexuals. I can't sell this album, man. I can't sell this album, man. You say fag every other sentence." Is that actually his daughter as well? I don't know if this video is real, but it's 5 minutes long. Very eerie.
It would be better if you gave me nothing at all.
That
This
bell
album
as
is
well.
less than nothing. I can't sell this fucking record. You're rapping.
This is so eerie. And then it didn't start until the church bell came in. That's fire.
It would be better if you gave me nothing at all. This album is less than nothing.
It's like the piano from the first bit inverted
Rapping
itself.
about homosexuals and Vicodin. I can't sell this shit. But either change the record or it's not coming out.
This song is for anyone. Fuck it. Just shut up and listen. Hey yo.
I sit back with this pack of zigzags and this bag of this weed. It gives me the shit needed to be the most meanest MC on this earth. And since birth, I've been cursed with this curse to just curse and just blurt this berserk. All shit that works and it sells and it helps in itself to relieve all this tension, dispense and these sentences get in this.
Yo, mine's in overload, bro. Tension and sensitive and yo. I have actual goosebumps. This already. This is like the epitome of what I've been talking about in his albums. He creates a beat on top of the beat. I mean, it weirdly as well here, the cadence that he's on kind of matches that piano rhythm. I'm actually shaking. That sounded fire. Do you know what? I was barely paying attention to what he said as well. Something about the meanest MC. And he said cursed a lot. Bro, syllabically, that is fire. I've never heard that before.
Shit. But either change
I've never heard that
or
flow.
it's not coming out.
This song is for anyone. Fuck it. Just shut up and listen. Hey yo.
I sit back with this pack of zigzags and this bag of this weed. It gives me the shit needed to be the most meanest MC on this earth. And since birth, I've been cursed with this curse to just curse and just blurt this berserk and bizarre shit that works and it sells and it helps in itself to relieve all this tension, dispense and these sentences get in the stress that's been eating me recently off of this.
He's actually saying something as well. I don't know why I'm surprised. I don't know why. I mean, I'm not really surprised, but I am surprised at the same time. It's the fact that he's saying something whilst keeping on this cadence. There's almost not a single comma or full stop within this. This is just a run-on sentence. A barrage of thoughts. He said something in the beginning about I sit back with zigzags, which I think is Rizzler, or what we call Rizzler. We have raw Rizzler here. But I'm guessing because he said it helps me be the meanest MC, so I'm guessing like he's smoking or he's, and even what I think was Paul in the beginning said something about, oh, all you do is talk about homosexuals and Vicodin. I actually don't know. I think Vicodin's a pill, right? Vicodin's a pill, right? You don't smoke that. I don't actually know. Maybe he smokes Vicodin. I have no idea. I don't know. Vicodin. It sounds like it would be a gel that's applied via the chest area for like a cough or something. Yo. So far, fire.
Shit. Either change the record or it's not coming out.
I thought I'd heard this before, because it says the way I am. I thought I'd heard this before.
Hey yo, I sit back with this pack of zigzags and this bag of this weed. It gives me the shit needed to be the most meanest MC on this earth. And since birth, I've been cursed with this curse to just curse and just blurt and bizarre shit that
I've been cursed with this curse to just curse. I mean, he said it 3 times, but there was only 2 different meanings. But I like the alliteration, not just the alliteration, but the fact that it sort of carried on with the rhyme scheme as well. Curse and this oath, I'm on the verge of... Oh. Bro. This is fire! So he obviously takes the weed to sort of escape all of the thoughts that he has, but the thoughts that he has are what's made him the meanest MC, or what's garnered him this attention and fame. So even though he needs the drugs, he kind of can't suppress himself too much. He's kind of caught in like a constant catch-22, because he can't be too high, because then he can't tap into his actual brain. Like the one that he's had since a child that just wants to say fucked up shit. He can't tap into it if he's too high. But then he can't not be high, because he can't even survive with all of these thoughts, because it's difficult enough thinking them, let alone trying not to put action to those things, you know? Like, he's already spoken about school shooters. Like, if he couldn't get this shit out, maybe that's who he would have become. Do you know what I mean? If he didn't have this outlet. Fucking hell, man.
It would be better if you gave me nothing at all. This
Man said it'd be better if you gave me nothing at all.
You're rapping about
Liar.
homosexuals and Vicodin. I can't sell this shit. Either change the record or it's not coming out.
This song is for anyone. Fuck it. Shut up and listen.
He looks troubled,
Hey, yo,
man.
I sit back with this pack of zigzags and this bag of this weed. It gives me the shit needed to be the most meanest MC on this earth. And since birth, I've been cursed with this curse to just curse and just blurt this berserk and bizarre shit that works. And it sells and it helps in itself to relieve all this tension, dispensing these sentences, getting the stress that's been eating me recently off of this chest. And I rest again peacefully. But at least have the decency in you to leave me alone when you freaks see me out in the streets when I'm eating or feeding my daughter to not come and speak to me. I don't know you and no, I don't owe you a motherfucking thing.
Yo, he went off that peacefully, speak to me, but in between that were so many compound internal rhyming syllables. But I was so transfixed on that peacefully because he said it with such passion. Peacefully. And I thought, what is that going to rhyme with? He said it too passionately to rhyme with, and then didn't rhyme with it for a while. And then, yo, this is a masterclass. Can you remember, like, I don't know if anybody can remember this, but back in the day, SingStar, where it's like karaoke, it used to like bop along the syllables or along the notation so that you could get the note right and know where to waver your voice. But that's what I'm seeing in my head. And the way he's going between them as well, because it started out with like the E syllable and then the leave syllable and then the A syllable and then... This must be an actual video then, because he was actually with a child, and he said, while I'm feeding my daughter or something like that, while I'm eating with my daughter. Bro, this is gonna take a while. I'm not even a minute in.
Shut up and listen.
Shut up and listen. Okay, sorry.
I sit back with this pack of zigzags and this bag of this weed. It gives me the shit needed to be the most meanest MC on this earth. And since birth, I've been cursed with this curse to just curse and just blurt this berserk and bizarre shit that works and it sells and it helps in itself to relieve all this tension, dispensing these sentences, getting the stress that's been eating me recently off of this chest, and I rest again peacefully. But
The way he snuck that in as well. He snuck in the recently because he already had the ending E syllable. He'd already established that. So the recently, he's adding a little bit to the beginning of the word to create a new syllabic rhyme scheme, but it ends with the same E. So it's almost like he's creating a new syllabic scheme, but he isn't really. I mean, he is, but he's creating it in the forefront. The ending syllable is still exactly the same. Whoa. Oh. That's crazy. And to be saying something as well, these aren't just words for the sake of rhyming. Oh, man. Sometimes I get same thing happened with like the metal and rock reactions as well. I was so like pissed off at myself because I allowed preconceived notions or other people's opinions to tell me not to do something or not to listen to something, and yet with the metal stuff I've connected to it personally and I feel like I'm doing the same thing. And I just feel like a bit of a dickhead for not listening just because of something that somebody had told me or something that somebody had ingrained into me or just whatever preconceived notion that it is that stopped me from doing that. I've missed out. Like when I write, I do things like this. And it's not like I make enough music for anybody to notice, so the fact that there's somebody else that cared enough to do that as well. And ages before, this is so long ago as well, this album's like early 2000s, and he took a look at the landscape and thought, nobody's doing anything with these words. Nobody's doing anything with them. This...
Hey yo,
I sit back with this pack of zigzags and this bag of this weed. It gives me the shit needed to be the most meanest MC on this earth. And since birth, I've been cursed with this curse to just curse and just blurt this berserk and bizarre shit that works and it sells and it helps in itself to relieve all this tension, dispensing these sentences, getting the stress that's been eating me recently off of this chest, and I rest again peacefully. But at least have the decency in you to leave me alone when you freaks see me out in the streets when I'm eating or feeding my daughter to not come and speak to me. I don't know you and no, I don't owe you a motherfucking thing. I'm not Mr. Instinct, I'm not what your friends think. I'm not Mr. Friendly, I can be a prick. If you tip me, my tank is on empty. No patience is in me, and if you offend me, I'm lifting you 10 feet in the air. I don't care who was there and who saw me, just jaw you or call you a lawyer, file you a lawsuit.
You know, he's talking about lawyers again. He needs several of those who saw me just jaw you. The fact that he's continuing on this same cadence throughout this whole verse, I don't know how long this verse is going to go on for. I mean, maybe it's the whole 5 minutes. Oh my God, imagine that. I hope so. Unbelievable. He's basically telling the story of the way I am. Like, I'm not a prick, but if you catch me when my tank is on empty and you don't understand me when I'm saying, I don't want to take a picture right now, you know, as a famous person, he doesn't have to understand or be considerate of the fact that you might never see him again and this might be your only opportunity. He's still a fucking human, you know? God damn. I mean, if you saw the vlogs of me in Cambodia, I got stopped on every single street. That was insane, especially by people who don't know how to speak my language but know who I am. It was insane. I can't even imagine how mad it must be. His face was plastered everywhere. At this point, he's already brought out an album, and he's probably done singles or features or something in between SSLP and the MMLP. And he said that he was on the Rolling Stone cover. He's got the connections with Dr. Dre, so his face has been everywhere. Everybody knows him. And if you don't know him, you're with somebody who knows who he is. You know what I mean? God damn. And this is obviously a music video because he's mouthing the words. So this is all part of it. I thought that maybe because this is a dirty version, maybe it's longer, so they've had to like add clips in, but it appears not. It looks like he's... I mean, this is obviously a metaphor for him being on the edge, you know? Constantly on the edge.
I sit back with this pack and zigzag
Oh my
with this
God.
bag of this weed, it gets
And they're saying he's edgy in the press.
me the shit needed to be the most meanest MC on this earth. And since birth I've been cursed with this curse to just curse and just blurt this berserk and bizarre shit that works and it sells and it helps in itself to relieve all this tension dispensing these sentences, getting the stress that's been eating me recently off of this chest, and I rest again peacefully. But at least have the decency in you to leave me alone when you freaks see me out in the streets when I'm eating or feeding my daughter to not come and speak to me. I don't know you and no, I don't owe you a motherfucking thing. I'm not Mr. NSYNC, I'm not what your
What did you
friends think. I'm not Mr. Friendly.
I'm not Mr. In Sync. But it's the way he said it. What did he say?
See me out in the streets when I'm eating or feeding my daughter to not come and speak to me. I don't know you and no, I don't owe you a motherfucking thing. I'm not.
Yo, that's... Before I even get to that part, I don't know you and no, I don't owe you. Don't know you. Don't know, don't owe. Like, the way he says it, it's almost like he's saying the same thing twice. The way that he's patterned this cadence, this flow, has allowed him to do something very different to anything that I've heard him do before this song. And I feel like the flow has lent itself for him to be able to stretch these syllables and have to find so many different rhyming words for the O ending syllable or the E ending syllable. Because he's putting them in every other word, he has to find something to link to that syllable. And there's only so many words that rhyme, so you kind of have to stretch them or use words the same, like he did with cursed. It's the same word, the same syllable is being used, so the same It's like on a drum, dun dun dun. Like you're hitting the same thing. It's making the same. He's trying to do that with syllables. It's so good.
See me out in the streets when I'm eating or feeding my daughter to not come and speak to me. I don't know you and no, I don't owe you a motherfucking thing. I'm not Mr. NSYNC, I'm not what your friends think. I'm not Mr.
NSYNC, because he's surrounded by not paparazzi really, but just people that like fans. You know, why was that a struggle? He's surrounded by fans. I'm not Mr. NSYNC. Bye bye bye. If you don't know who NSYNC are, Briv, I don't know what to tell you. The creation of JT, Dick in a Box Timberlake. I wanna rock your body. Yo, he was actually pretty good back in the day, and that song Mirrors is still timeless.
Dispensing these sentences, getting the stress that's been eating me recently off of this chest, and I rest again peacefully. But at least have the decency in you to leave me alone when you freaks see me out in the streets when I'm eating or feeding my daughter to not come and speak to me. I don't know you and no, I don't owe you a motherfucking thing. I'm not Mr. NSYNC, I'm not what your friends think. I'm not Mr. Friendly, I can be a prick if you tip me. My tank is on empty. No patience is in me, and if you offend me, I'm lifting you 10 feet in the air. I don't care who was there and who saw me, just draw you in the courtroom and buy you a wardrobe. I'm tired of all you. I don't mean to be mean.
Yo, and the fact that he's doing like, these are now different. But what do you say? Buy you a lawsuit, tie you to a wardrobe, smile at you. What? There's one rhyming syllable, and then the ending rhyming syllable is a different one. So it's all I want to do is look at, you know, on YouTube you can get the highlighted rhymes where it highlights the different syllables that match within the rhyme scheme. I just want to look at one for this because it must just look like an actual rainbow.
Care who was there and who saw me, just
Jaw you.
Will call you a lawyer, file you a lawsuit. I'll smile in the courtroom and buy you a wardrobe. I'm tired of all you. I don't mean to be mean, but that's all I can be. It's just me, and I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? In the paper, the news.
So it is this song. It just hit me that he actually jumped then. And this is a dirty version, so am I about to see him on the floor? Just splat. Don't really want to see that, to be honest. That's very, very dirty. The gory version. The version... Because surely he couldn't jump out. He couldn't jump out of a building on a music... Maybe he could back in the day. There were a lot of crazy music videos. You ever seen the music video for Prodigy, Smack My Bitch Up? Insane. Imagine being like a 5 or 6 year old me watching that. Holy shit. Parents were big Prodigy fans. But what I was going to say is the way I am. That's why I thought I'd heard this, because I know that. I am whatever you say I am. I've heard that before. But obviously, because he said the way I am, I thought, well, that's obviously this song. But I've never heard this before. The whole Care
who was there and who saw me, just jaw you. Will call you a lawyer, file you a lawsuit. I'll smile in the courtroom and buy you a wardrobe. I'm tired of all you. I don't mean to be mean, but that's all I can be. It's just me, and I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? In the paper, the news, every day I am. Radio won't even play my jam, cause I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why
Maybe
would
I'm
I
remembering
say
it wrong
I
then.
am? In the paper, the news, every day I am. I don't know, it's just the way I am. Sometimes I just feel like my...
Oh my god, is he going to go back on that the same rhyme scheme again? Oh, your boy's a happy bunny this evening. Your boy's a happy bunny. Yeah, I thought it was, I don't know, it's just the way I am. I've never heard the radio bit that he said. I thought I'd remembered that completely wrong then. As if he's going back to...
Say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? In the paper, the news, every day I am. I don't know, it's just the way I am. Sometimes I just feel like my father. I hate to be bothered with all of this nonsense. It's constant and oh, it's just lyrical content. The song Guilty Conscience has gotten such rotten responses, and all of this controversy circles me.
I'm very, very glad that he stopped that. Whoa, that whiny little... I know he was doing it on purpose because he was sort of like imitating people that are hating on him, but I did not like that voice. That tone was not nice for my ears. No. I'm almost hesitant to go back. That genuinely sounded awful. I didn't like that. I hope that never comes back.
Say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? In the paper, the news.
I like that that's his voice for like the haters though.
I don't know, it's just the way I am. Sometimes I just feel like my father. I hate to be bothered with all of this nonsense. It's constant and oh, it's just lyrical content. The song Guilty Conscience has gotten such rotten responses, and all of this controversy.
Gotten such rotten responses. Gotten such rotten responses. Like, that even rhymes when said in proper English, you know? It's not just the fact that... Because a lot of rappers, it's just the fact that they have an accent as to why certain words rhyme. That works no matter how you try and say it. Gotten such rotten responses. And he said guilty conscience as well, so he's talking about the song that he did with Dr. Dre. I was thinking it was the other one, Royce da 5'9" then. Nope. Guilty conscience, Dr. Dre. How did that get rotten responses? How? I don't understand how anybody watched that and didn't like ask questions about themselves or mirror that to people that they know or have known. What do people do when they listen to music? Do they just passively just hear it and just no acknowledgement whatsoever of what's being said, subject matter, how it makes you feel? Nothing. Maybe that's why people find my channel so fascinating. Oh, I don't want to hear
With
that.
all of this nonsense, it's constant.
no.
Oh, it's just
Lyrical.
content. That's all guilty conscience is
Gotten such rotten responses.
and all of this controversy circles me, and it seems like the media immediately points a finger at me. So I
He's done it again! The media immediately. Media immediately. But he's done it again. I'm telling you now, he's never, from what we've heard so far, and I've done the Infinite album, and we've done SSLP, nothing sounds like this. Nothing that he's done sounds anything like this. Writing-wise, cadence-wise, the amount of syllables that he's packing in there, nothing is comparable to this that he has in his... Why though? Why? Because this is like song, 4 on MMLP? Why choose this one to... Why? Why? Oh. Or maybe it's because on the first song, it was like, no, that was Kill You. The next one, Who Knew, it was kind of like, you thought that this was going to be like the first album. You know, surprise, Slim Shady's back. But then he goes into this, and this isn't Slim Shady anymore. Because he's being too candid. He's literally talking about his daughter and the relationship that he has between fans. So he's being real. He's being as candid as he can be. Whilst also staying on the same cadence, the same... We're not going through it again, bro.
I don't know, it's just the way I
Oh,
am.
no.
Sometimes I just feel like me, and it seems like the media immediately points a finger at me. So I point one back at him, but not the index or pinky or the ring or the thumb. It's the one you put up when you don't give a fuck.
Is that the middle finger that he's talking about? I have to go through that with him, sorry.
And it seems like the media immediately points a finger at me. So I point one back at him, but not the index or pinky or the ring or the thumb. It's the one you put up when you don't give a fuck. When you won't just put up with...
I'm retarded. Although I did put my middle finger up in the first place, because I thought that's what he was talking about when he says, put the finger up.
responses and all of this controversy circles me, and it seems like the media immediately points a finger at me. So I point one back at him, but not the index or pinky or the ring or the thumb. It's the one you put up when you don't give a fuck.
Oi!
Just put up with the...
I'm just hearing, because I was more bothered about whether it was that one that he was talking about or whether he was talking about like sexually bothering like a lawyer or something. Because you never know. Usually you wouldn't have to question that in a song. Whether he was trying to finger a lawyer's arsehole, you wouldn't have to question that in a song. However, Eminem, you know? So I do have to question that, unfortunately. Oi, he's even... Sorry about that. I like the way that he said that, because he could have just simply said, I'll put my middle finger up at you. He didn't. He went through all of the other fingers and said that it's definitely not that one. By process of elimination, you know which one he means without him having to say it. Fire. We're only halfway through this, but I'm so sorry.
And it seems like the media immediately points a finger at me. So I point one back at him, but not the index or pinky or the ring or the thumb. It's the one you put up when you don't give a fuck. When you won't just put up with the bullshit they pull, cause they full of shit too. When a dude's getting bullied and shoots up your school and they blame it on Maryland. And the heroin, where were the parents?
Is that actually him? Is that actually him? It kind of does look like it. I mean, the... Is that him? Oh my god! I did Marilyn did this last time as well. Brilliant. Marilyn Manson, not Monroe. That's the blonde one. Marilyn Manson. And people said that it was like a school shooter listened to Marilyn Manson's music or something, so they blamed him for it. So Eminem's, he's not even sticking up for rap now. It's like art. Like whatever art form it is, don't use that as a scapegoat.
Don't give a fuck when you won't just put up with the bullshit they pull, cause they full of shit too. When a dude's getting bullied and shoots up your school and they blame it on Maryland. And the heroin, where were the parents at? And look where it's at, middle America. Now it's a tragedy, now it's so sad to see. And
oh, that little bit, and look where it's at. Like, look where we are now. And then he said oh, now it's a tragedy. Like, it was fine when it was happening in the derelict shit areas that nobody gave a crap about, but now it's happening in areas that are like middle America, middle class people, white, black, brown, Asian backgrounds, whatever it is. Now it's happening in their backyard. Now all of a sudden they've got a problem with it. Oh, he's spitting.
it shoots up your school and they blame it on Maryland. And the heroin, where were the parents at? And look where it's at, middle America.
Where were the parents at? He literally said this in Who Knew as well. Like little Eric jumps off a balcony. It's apparent you ain't parents. Was it Eric? I'm pretty sure it was. We only did that one like 2 days ago, so fresh on the brain.
It shoots up your school and they blame it on Maryland. And the heroin, where were the parents at? And
look where it's at.
Middle America, now it's a tragedy. Now it's so sad to see an upper class city having this happening. Then attack Eminem cause I rap this way. But I'm glad cause they feed me the fuel that I need for the fire to burn. And it's burning and I have returned and I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? In the paper, the news, every day I am. Radio won't even play my jam cause I am.
Radio won't play my jam.
If I wasn't, then why would
Did they not?
I am? In the paper, the news, every day I am.
Oh my god, we may still have a verse left, I have no idea. But when he says the radio didn't even play my jam, did they actually not? Did they not play his music? I'm sure there's certain ones that they didn't play, but surely he knows why. You know what I mean? You can't have like stuff about raping somebody and giving them shrooms on the radio. I mean, maybe you can.
I'm so sick and tired of being
There's no... as if he's... Again.
Radio won't even play my jam cause I am whatever you say.
Do it again.
If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? In the paper, the news, every day I am. I don't know, it's just the way I am. I'm so sick and tired of being admired that I wish that I would just die or get fired and drop from my label. Let's stop with the fables. I'm not.
No. You're not going to the ables after that. Die, fired. The fact that he's using the fired, die, like, he's not really saying the end syllable, so it's still on that I syllabic movement. You're still hearing that consistently, even though the words are longer and sharper. He's not making them sharp at the end.
I'm so sick and tired of being admired that I wish that I would just die or get fired and drop from my label. Let's stop.
I wish that I would just die or get fired. I da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. God damn.
The news every day I am. I don't know, it's just the way I am. I'm so sick and tired of being admired that I wish that I would just die or get fired and drop from my label. Let's stop with the fables. I'm not gonna be able to top on my name is pigeonholed into some poppy sensation that caught me rotation at rock and roll stations, and I just do not got the.
I get it. I completely get it. But then why not do that in the meeting, you know? What, like, change the game, you know? Maybe he did, I don't know. But, you know, I don't know.
I'm so sick and tired of being admired that I wish that I would just die or get fired and drop from my label. Let's stop with the fables.
So that's the thing, like, people were saying to me he's a battle rapper, but then people are also saying the reason why he can't battle rap again is because he's too famous. But he was moaning about being famous at this stage. He chose to get even more famous, as opposed to he could have just left his label or fucked off his obligations for the label to do, like, maybe he signed, like, or you've got to do 4 albums. Make them the shittest albums you can possibly make then, Briv. Do what Frank Ocean did. Give them a bullshit album, leave your record label, and then release a decent album under your own label. There's ways and means around it, but he didn't do that and go back to battle rap and go back to what he loved. He didn't do that. He continued to try and get more and more famous and continued to try and up the levels every now and again. Like, he's got a song with Rihanna. You don't do that if you're not trying to be famous. I don't know, man. It just seems like he knows that he made a mistake.
I'm so sick and tired of being admired that I wish that I would just die or get fired and drop from my label. Let's stop with the fables. I'm not gonna be able to top on my name is pigeonholed into some poppy sensation that caught me rotation at rock and roll stations, and I just do not got the patience to deal with these cocky Caucasians who think I'm some wigger who just tries to be black, cause I talk with an accent and grab on my balls, so they always keep asking the same fucking questions. What school did I...
So, and I don't understand why he's going after Caucasian radio, because the majority of radio stations that he would have been trying to get on wouldn't have been housed by white people. I'll be honest with you. Because none of them have been for a fecking long time. And I'm talking like 30 years, Riv. So where was he at? I don't understand why he was going to rock and roll stations with rap music, you know? I don't know. Maybe rock and roll stations were the only stations that existed. But they weren't, though, were they? I don't know.
Able to top on my name is pigeonholed into some poppy sensation that caught me rotation at rock and roll stations, and I just do not got the patience to deal with these cocky Caucasians who think I'm some wigger who just tries to be black, cause I talk with an accent and grab on my balls, so they always keep asking the same fucking questions. What school did I go to? What hood I grew up in? The why, the who, what, when, the where, and the how, till I'm grabbing my hair and I'm tearing it out.
Damn!
Driving me crazy.
That's fire. Again, the multisyllabics within it, he's staying across the same scheme, but this one he's being a bit more introspective. So he's laying off the scheme a bit to try and tell you something. I like that. Also, I don't know, man. All throughout my life, it hasn't been white people that have had a problem with Eminem. It's always been black people. I can't be the only person who has faced this, because I've not even lived my life as an Eminem fan. So, but whenever he's been discussed, and especially whenever he's been sort of demoted in his placement in the rap Mount Rushmore, his place has been demoted solely by black people, in my experience. In fact, I don't think I've met a white person that doesn't like Eminem. So it seems a little bit weird that he's being like, oh, white people won't accept me, when in actual fact it's black people that didn't accept him and black people that still don't accept him. So at what point does he go after them? Or is he just a pussy that's just like, oh, my own people don't like me, ignoring the fact that the majority of his shows are washed with white faces? Where are these black people that you're being like, oh, I'm one of you? You know, they're asking me what hood I'm at. You know, I'm one of you. The white people don't like me either. That's not the case, Brev. black people didn't allow you to get into rap. They said that you were the white boy. How could you be called the white boy by other white people? You'd just be the boy. It makes no sense.
Asians who think I'm some wigger who just tries to be black, cause I talk with an accent and grab on my balls, so they always keep asking the same fucking questions. What school did I go to? What hood I grew up in? The why, the who, what, when, the where, and the how. Till I'm grabbing my hair and I'm tearing it out, cause they driving me crazy. I can't take it, I'm racing, I'm pacing, I stand and I sit, and I'm thankful for every fan that I get, but I can't take a shit in the bathroom without someone standing by it. No, I won't sign your autograph, you can call me an asshole, I'm glad.
You can call me an asshole whilst he's having a shit, asshole, shit. Where the juxtaposition being that, in fact, they're the arseholes, you know? Imagine standing outside of a cubicle waiting for somebody to have a shit and be like, can you sign my autograph? Can you take a picture with me? While the smell of fresh shit still lingers in the bathroom and you're trying to crack a smile for a camera that you don't want to be in front of. Yo, no wonder he's messed up. I was also thinking as well, like, if it was only rock and roll stations that existed, and let's say that it was, I'm willing to say that it was because rap wasn't as popular as it is now, so I understand that might have been the case. Not that there were none, just that there weren't enough for him to have to tour around rap stations because there weren't that many of them, so he'd have to go to the rock and roll ones. But to be sort of caught in that pop, because he said that he only had to go to the rock and roll ones because he was considered a pop artist now. So he's going to like the popular stations that only traditionally play rock and roll, right? And it'd probably been that way for like 30, 40 years. So he's going in there trying to change the game. Doesn't seem that fair. But also, I didn't take into account the fact that at this point, he has a daughter. So once he's got her used to living a certain way and being able to buy things whenever she wants them, or to get her whatever she wants, or when her clothes don't fit her anymore, he can just go out and buy her some new ones. Like if you're not from that struggle, you wouldn't even look at that and think like, oh my God, that's something that I'd strive for. Like he would have been striving for that ever since he heard that his daughter was being born. That's all he would have wanted to do, just look after her. So even if it meant self-sacrifice and he had to go through this fame and go through these rock and roll stations with people not understanding him, even if he had to do that, bruv, he's got a daughter, and he did everything that he had to in order to maintain his place, bro. What? Somebody left a comment saying, oh, you should go through Sing for the Moment again. And it wasn't until just this second that I was thinking, do you know what, maybe I should. Because even when I read it, I thought, there's not much point, I've heard it. But I didn't even know that he had a fucking daughter when I did Sing for the Moment. I didn't know he had a daughter. Not that changes everything, but it does make me look at his journey and his struggle a little bit differently. The fact that he had this daughter from the point that he entered the game. So everything that he did after that, he had her in mind. I have a mouth to feed, I have somebody to provide for, so I have to do what it takes, you know, even if it means putting myself in uncomfortable, compromising positions, I have to do this. Only the best. Fuck.
And I'm pacing, I stand and I sit, and I'm thankful for every fan that I get, but I can't take a shit in the bathroom without someone standing by it. No, I won't sign your autograph, you can call me an asshole, I'm glad, cause I am.
I'm glad.
Say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? In the paper, the news, every day I am. Radio won't even play my jam, cause I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? In the paper, the news, every day I am. I don't know, it's just the way I am.
Oh. Holy shit. shit, that little menacing look as well, bro. Like this is all going on inside of my head. I've just let you in. Hopefully now you understand. That's what that look says. What a fucking roller coaster that was, bruv. I hope you've enjoyed it. All 40 minutes of it. What the fuck? Something changed. A lot of things changed. My appreciation for Eminem as a writer, first and foremost, has just gone up. Even more so than after like 97 Bonnie and Clyde with that little twist at the end. Beautiful writing. But this is it's a new level. It's a new level. I've never heard anything like that before. And I can only thank you guys for pushing the likes, the comments, the traction for these reactions to get me to this place now where I'm listening to this song. Mad. I have a lot of words to say. I'm just kind of gathering thoughts, you know. Doesn't come across or bode well on camera, especially when I don't edit my stuff for Patreon. But this is 100% gonna have to be edited for YouTube. What the fuck? But also my when I say a lot has changed, it's not just my appreciation for Eminem, but his rapping ability, his writing ability, the performance of this as well, to put so much emphasis on each and every syllable that rhymed, to make sure that he's accentuating his voice to create that layered beat that I said that he keeps doing, but he was only doing it with the ending syllable, which was working. It was sort of like hand gifting people the rhyming syllable, so that even if you're not a fan of rap, you can follow this along, because he changes the end syllable, he changes the way that he says it, so that you can rap along. It's very good. But then in this one, this takes the absolute piss. Like I say, the highlighted rhymes, it would be every other word, bro. Every other word. There'd be certain sentences which is every word rhymes, or attaches to a previous rhyme scheme in its rhyming facilities. I am a little bit flabbergasted. I'm gonna have to do a lot of writing tonight, because this is this has actually made me want to experiment with some things, with some words and some schemes. I really want to do some experimenting with it tonight, just off the back of this. I'm genuinely getting emotional just thinking about it, bro. Like, if you could understand how much love and care goes into writing. And it's not often that I can listen to somebody or go through their writing and tell that they feel the same way that I do. I don't have many opportunities to find kindred spirits, so it's a bit mad, especially with something this personal to me. So I don't know, man. But I hopefully no England left. There's no English England. Can't talk England. I hope you've enjoyed this feature-length film. I don't know. I don't know if it's a good thing that I can turn a 5-minute song into 45 minutes, but it's a good thing that you're here. And thank you. Deuces.